following training is sponsored by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. So today we're going to talk a little bit about using just Zoom video conferencing software. Zoom has kind of taken over, it seems like, everything. It's the new word for video conferencing, but there's a lot of other ones. And actually, believe it or not, Skype was the very first, the one that I remember 10 or 15 years ago, where you could actually video chat one-on-one with other people who had a Skype account and over wireless internet. So we've come a long way since then. Now, what I'm going to be quoting, this is, I copied and pasted and changed around a few things, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Mr. Kondraty Nagu, and I might be butchering his name, and I apologize for that. Mr. Nagu on Digital Citizen wrote this fantastic article that I chopped down and shortened that he titled 6 Ways to Join a Zoom Meeting. And it's perfect. I have the link is here. The link is going to be in the description. Absolutely, it's an excellent article. So to kind of summarize it, and like I said, I shortened it a little bit. He's got more detail. Please go and check it out if you like. In summary, he kind of says, to join a Zoom meeting, you must know its ID and its password, and that's vital, which you do get from the person who is hosting it. The host of the Zoom meeting can send you the ID and password via numerous means, including but not limited to email, chat, messages, and even through voicemail. They can leave you the phone number to call in and the meeting ID and the password, or with a direct Zoom invitation that you would get through your email or through from one Zoom account to another if you have it. I want to stress you do not need a Zoom account to participate in a Zoom meeting, and you don't even need a computer. You can participate through telephone, as long as you have the proper number to call in, the Zoom meeting ID, and the Zoom password, which you would be given by the host of the meeting. And at the minimum, then, if you're using a desktop computer, the computer itself needs to have speakers so you can hear what's going on in the meeting. If you like, you may connect a web camera with a microphone to your desktops. Laptops, tablets, and smartphones already have them integrated. Zoom gives you a choice to use computer audio and video, and it also allows you the opportunity to mute your microphone if you like. If you're using your telephone to join Zoom, which right here you can see you may, just make sure again you have the proper phone number to dial in at the meeting start time. You'll be prompted on the phone to put in the Zoom meeting ID, which will be all numbers, and the unique passcode, again all numbers, to that particular meeting. Once you do this, you'll be able to, of course, hear the meeting and then join in simply by talking. If your phone allows you to mute yourself, you can then, of course, mute yourself too. That also works. You do have an email address and you do get a Zoom meeting. That is really the easiest way to join any Zoom meeting. You just go to the email, you click or tap the link, and you'll be asked to join, prompted right on the screen to join with or without computer, video, or audio. From Mr. Nagu's article, once you click the Zoom link in your email, the meeting host is notified that you're waiting to join, and the host will then allow you into the meeting. Until he or she confirms that you are allowed to attend the meeting, Zoom asks you, and you can see this right here, to please wait. The meeting host will let you in soon. So that's what you see when you're waiting. And when you do actually join, this little screen here is exactly what you're going to see. I'm just moving this up and down a little to make sure it's kind of centered. So you have the Zoom participant, the meeting ID, and he has himself with somebody else here, I assume one of his family members that he's doing a little Zoom meeting with in this article. And you're both in, and you can join using, and you can see here, I've got this circled in red, the actual then controls within Zoom. And if you don't see these on the screen, usually if you wiggle your mouse a little bit on the screen, and I'm going to show you this with Apple and Android. He's got a great section on Apple and Android. You can tap the middle of the screen and then you'll see these controls. So you can join with audio if you want. You can start or stop the video, and this little thing is actually a little video camera, that icon. You can invite others, you can share your screen, there are reaction icons, but importantly right over here when we're going to get to this is actually how to leave the meeting. So once you're done and you want to essentially hang up, if you're on a phone, of course you simply hang up the phone and you're all done. If you're on the computer, what you're going to want to do is actually click Leave Meeting. Once you click Leave Meeting, you're going to get a confirmation box. Are you sure that you actually want to leave the meeting? And you have to click that little blue Leave Meeting box again. And when that happens, the window then closes and you are out of the Zoom meeting. Also, just to mention, a lot of the cameras that are attached, either if you have a webcam, like I'm actually doing this with a desktop in my office, so I actually have a separate USB web camera and it has a little red light on it, so I have an idea that the camera and the microphone is actually working at this time. If you have a tablet, or I was looking for my phone, you might see a little kind of a white light or a little LED going that says that the camera is working, or actually you can see yourself too on the screen of the phone. So you know the camera is working because you can see yourself. Once you want to leave the meeting, you will, when you click Leave Meeting, those little lights will turn off, or the camera will simply turn off and you won't be able to see yourself anymore. So you'll know when it's working or when it's not. These instructions that I'm now going to quote to come directly from that same link. He does a wonderful job, like I mentioned, of summarizing both Android and Apple, so both Android and the iOS device. And the Android is always on the left side of the screen, and the corresponding screenshot from the iPhone or the Apple side is always on the right side. On your Android mobile device or on your Apple device, you open the Zoom app. It then you get a little button that says Join a Meeting, and if you do that, you will then go ahead, as it's listed here as number 1, you can join or type in a meeting ID and enter the name that you want to use. He uses Digital Citizen for his name there for the meeting, and then the blue join meeting right over here. So you can see that 1, 2, 3 on both the Android side and the Apple side, same thing. Enter the password of the Zoom meeting, and Zoom will give you a unique password every time. If you have an Apple or an Android device, and actually I keep looking down to pull out, I forgot my phone is in my pocket, you will definitely get an email through here, and you will get the actual meeting ID and its password. Zoom generates that automatically, and you have to put that in to join the proper meeting. Once you enter in the password there, it's labeled number 1. On Android, you hit OK. On Apple, you hit Continue. You can choose if you want to join with video or just audio. So you can join with video or without video, and it gives you very nicely as well a preview of what you're going to look like with that. So you can see that. You wait for the meeting host to allow you to join in. And once the host confirms that you can join the meeting, the Zoom app lets you in, and you can now talk to and see the other participants in the meeting. To leave the meeting on Zoom, you do have to tap kind of the middle of the screen, and if you do that, it will ask you right here, you can see leave meeting in blue or in red. If you do want to leave the meeting, definitely tap it. If you tap the screen accidentally, just don't tap the leave meeting, tap somewhere else on the screen, and that little prompt will disappear and you will remain in the meeting. Okay, so if you tap the screen accidentally and don't want to leave, just don't tap that you want to leave. If you do accidentally tap, not that I've ever done this before, but if you tap that you do need to leave the meeting, you can always go back into your email, click the link again to join, rejoin the meeting, wait for the host to let you in again, and then you're back in the meeting. You've just missed a few, moments of it. Okay? So with that, good luck and happy video conferencing. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.